Today we want to know the truth about the Philippines. I know a lot of people they'll put out videos when they're upset or when something happens that affects them in a way that they're not accustomed to. And then they tell you, we're leaving the Philippines, here's why, and or whatever number of reasons. They got scammed, or they can't sing karaoke, or they don't understand the importance of relatives to their Filipino girlfriend, or she's too young. I'm not saying it's a bad idea to get a younger girlfriend. It's less frowned upon here than in the West, but, and we're going to do a quick sound check here. I just want to make sure I can be heard. What is wrong with that? Can you guys hear me? Okay, we got it. Okay. All right. The all important sound check. So, people, guys from the West, they come here with the idea I'm going to get a much younger girlfriend, and that will replace the blue pill. And then they start moving forward. And then before too long, they realize they got scammed, or the bar scene's not for me, or she's playing me. She has too many relatives that are expecting things. My wife, I'm married here now, so I don't need to do too much worrying about that. The younger girls are all my relatives now, so in my circle. So I don't go looking for the bar scene or anything like that. Um, Good morning, Daniel Barry. Thanks for stepping in. Daniel Barry Sports Highlights, guys. Check it out. So, my wife's immediate family is small, but her cousins and her siblings and cousins and nephews and nieces is a big number of people. I don't even know how many there are. Charlene Hale, greetings to you also. Thank you for stepping in. So today we're discussing the truth about the Philippines. So and obviously I won't touch on everything. A country has more than just one live stream full of things going on. But the big thing is relatives, people related to your girl. Now I'm already past that. I've got a wife. I'm investing lifelong in my wife, but she has a number of nieces and nephews, cousins, brothers and sisters. So, and obviously we're the elders. The other truth about the Philippines is there is so much, utmost 100% respect for elders here in the Philippines. I can say, happily so, that I've never been disrespected by a younger person in the Philippines. Now, almost, not all, but almost all of Norma's family is younger than us. Because I'm in my 60s now. Norma's 10 years younger than me at 57, so I'm 67. A couple of cousins at poolside karaoke parties, whatever, house parties, there's always karaoke. So if you're not into that, not everyone sings at karaoke, but at least they're enjoying it. To some degree, they're participating in the listening aspect. So they realize that no, that's a part of life here. So, and we enjoy it. We love the karaoke. We're not the best singers, but um, they find us interesting, I guess. So it's a lot of fun, and you got to make it fun. So the people that do videos, they've visited here a couple of times, and then they say, "Oh, the Philippines isn't the same anymore." That just screams of not having a plan. What I mean, what you don't have to plan to be married, but if you're not ready for marriage, you're not really ready for dating. Dating a person is putting them out there to be abused. That's what you're really disrespecting you, especially in the Philippines, where a girl has dreams of being married. I remember when I was younger, that was the old days in America. That was the same thing. The American dream. I want to be married, have a house, and have 2 or 3 kids. That was everyone's dream. Because we didn't want to have 5 or 6 kids like our parents, or 10. I've got a couple of aunts and uncles with 10. My grandmother had 14. My oldest uncle had 10. Some of the others had 5. I don't even know. I'm losing count. I losing count of my mother's kids too, 6 or 7. So my siblings, 6 or 7. So we have one seat available if anyone wants to come up and have this discussion. That's okay too. Um, there's no, there's obviously two kinds of people everywhere, and the Philippines is no exception. There are people who believe in the truth, and then there are the Marites, drama Karens, the people who don't understand fact from fiction, and then they get these things in the head. It upsets them. It's never going to get reversed until you learn the first truth, guys. Marty's here, MJ, Mega Love, shout out. So your girlfriend. Most guys come here with the idea that they're going to get a girlfriend. So be mindful that if you're not ready for marriage, it's not going to go well. That it's your life will never be right, even if it lasts for a while or even a long time. Um, Things that circle around that relationship will go wrong, and you won't be able to fix it. And there's a reason for that, Edward Blackburn. There's one of my nephews right there, Edward Blackburn. Mega love shout out. They have a new baby. Now they have 2 kids. It's awesome. They had 3, but now they have 2. We That was a topic for another video. Elon has left us for the Lord. May he rest in peace. And he is enjoying the joy of heaven. There's no doubt about that. It's a better place there than it is here. We're being tested with who knows what is going on in the living world, which doesn't exist. I am in the Philippines. Jiva Sidar is here. Mega love shout out. Jiva Sidar. Let's tap that, see what we can do. We'll give you a little present right there. Okay. And thanks to the Lord. Jiva Sidar is now a standard moderator. Jack's food. All right. Thanks, Jack. Thanks for coming up. It'll be very interesting. I gotta leave at 12:15 though. I can't unless you want to carry the show alone. Because I have an appointment. I have an appointment with, how do I want to say it? It's They don't want to be referred to as a sponsor, so a partner. It's a partner, not a sponsor. So I won't mention them yet. We're almost ready to mention that, but I won't. Not yet. I'm not able to shout out who that is. Although I am aching to do so, but I won't. Let's see. Yeah, the truth about the Philippines. So if you don't like karaoke, the Philippines is not gonna please you. And if you don't realize that your girlfriend is going to have relatives that are more important than you, Norma can get a phone call as we go to bed, and then let me go to sleep. And then when we wake up, she'll say, "Okay, here's what we're doing today." No, no, it doesn't matter how much I say no, unless I get pissed off. But I don't. I'm not here to be pissed off. I'm here to let her know that Norma knows best because that's why I'm here. It didn't take long after I arrived here, Britt Blesso. Britt's here. Say hello. And GR Biology is also here. Thanks for stopping in, guys. This is awesome. Charlene Hill. Say hi to Charlene Hill, guys. And Jack. Jack's here too. So Norma's in the background somewhere. I don't think she posted yet, though. I don't know what she's waiting for. Norma, if you're still alive, I'm going to die. So, thanks for stopping in, everybody. The truth about the Philippines. So, you can say all the negative Nancy things you would like to say, but the truth is, thank you for the thumbs up, guys. If you're not smashing that thumbs up button, you're not a true friend, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Uh, so, one thing is, I want to make sure I cover everything, but people are leaving. Guys, Westerners do videos to say people are leaving, and I'm going to let you know why. Filipinos are going because you didn't belong here, or you're running out of money. I left once, and they said years ago. It's been 5 years now, and they said someone said, "When are you coming back?" And I looked and I went, "I'm not sure." And then I was back in the U.S. for 5 weeks, and I bought another ticket to come back here. So it only took me 5 weeks to decide when. But I thought I need to delay that ticket, so I pushed it up to June. And little did I realize that there was going to be a travel ban. The whole world changed back then. So, and that's another thing that I want to do. The five, but not for this video. Maybe later when Jack comes on, we'll talk about the five biggest scams around the world. And they're all five are worldwide scams, and that's gonna ruffle a lot of feathers. People don't realize many people do. I'm gonna venture to guess that half of us understand that, and the other half are struggling with it. It's not really a scam. It's a fact. Look at the facts. We don't. We have not been told the truth about factual information on television in our lifetime. In our lifetime, TV news networks are now telling us that you're getting misinformation online. That is the wackiest. I I didn't get the stupid degree. Oops, what happened? Oh no! How did that happen? My whole backup shut off. The whole browser went down. You accidentally bumped the mouse and everything leaves. Everything shuts down. Where are we? I'm gonna bring the back up. It just take a couple of seconds. Why isn't that? I put the thumbnail on there, didn't it? I don't know why it doesn't stick. Why doesn't the thumbnail stick? Whole world been lied to. FFS. That FFS shakes me up. I guess it's an Aussie thing. For F's sake, I can't even say it. I guess you're allowed to curse as long as it's not all cursing. So if there's a curse stuck in there, I guess that's okay. So why didn't? Oh, it's here, but I didn't see it on the live feed. That is very strange. The why I don't know. The thumbnails are a weird thing. If you don't put it on before you go live, it's oh there it is. So it's there on the when I look at my list of channel feed, I see why am I not monetized? They don't automatically monetize you. I thought I did. I thought I did that, but they won't do it. They won't automatically do that. You're not monetized until you finish the live stream and then list it as a live video. If you trim it, you can list it as a video if you do it the right way. That's the best way to do it. But I'm not up to speed on that. So your wife has a large family, whether it's immediate or their cousins and nieces and nephews. It's a large family. There's no birth control here. They say there is, but that's just a rumor. That doesn't exist. Oh, it doesn't. It's a hunt. I was going to go live outdoors again so you could see the greenery and some sunshine, but it's too darn hot. it's just I wouldn't be able to last. My cold water would become warm, not just warm, but hot. It turns into hot water. You're actually boiling water in the shade. Oh, I did not expect this. This is I believe April and May are the warmest months. So let's check that out. This is not. I don't have the talk to. So weather today. It's 94 degrees, but I believe. What is the heat index? What is the heat index? Don't give. He's giving me the definition of the heat index, but it's marked as dangerous in 40 areas. That was yesterday. All right, let's type in the word current weather heat index. I gotta go to Twitter. Let's do the 10-day. Let's see what. There's too much information there. I can't say that. It's all orange and red, orange, yellow, and red. We are in trouble. Trouble. It's hard to read that. There's too many numbers on it. It's a chart. Too many numbers, but the heat index is way up there, guys. It is way up there. Let's see. I am temporarily stuck. All right, so I don't know why the thumbnails have a problem going on the main channel. I don't know why, but I guess it's there as far as I can put it there. So Sean Williams, mega love shout out. Sean Marion Vlogs 143. Hello, 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 mega love shout out. Thank you for that thumbs up, guys. Thumbs up. It comes from friends and anyone else that's enjoying themselves. The truth about the Philippines. The truth is, it's hot here. It's always warm. Right now, it's mega hot because of the humidity. So we are in the mid 90s. It's about 94. Hold on. 94 degrees right now. My phone says 94. My phone says 93, but the computer says 94. Anyway, it's right around there, but the humidity is extra high. The humidity is like 101. No, it's 106. The heat index for the last several days has been about 105, 106. Tom Sock, thank you for liking, guys. Thank you. That's all I'm really looking for is the likes. Good morning, everybody. There's Norma. Say hello to Norma, everyone. So, the truth, Norma, I have an appointed phone call at 12:30. I'll be speaking with May, not to be confused with April. I know a girl named June, July, August. Well, she's a real person, so I guess I don't really know her that well, but she went to school. My friends knew her. She wasn't my best friend, but her name was June August, and we went to a comedy show, and she dropped her license, so they brought it up to the comedian to say, and the comedian was Lenny Clark, and everybody knows who that is. Back in the day, back in the 80s, Lenny Clark was in Boston. He wasn't the Tonight Show guy, so well, it was Jay Leno. Lenny Clark was a friend of Jay Leno's, so don't let me get my guys mixed up. But anyway, he goes, did somebody drop a driver license? Your name is June August. June J. August. I guess your full name's on the license, but he just made a joke of it. What's your middle name, July? And her middle name's Julie. June, Julie, August. 007 is here. Brother Jack's here. Young Prince Angel's Vlog. What is up? What is up? So, does anybody else have any truths about the Philippines? I didn't even get to. So, relatives, yeah, don't mess with your wife's relatives. They'll kill you. They'll they'll tie you up. They'll get you drunk, and then if you go to sleep, especially if you go to sleep, If they don't like you, they'll tie your ankles or your wrists to the back of a dirt bike, a motorcycle, and they'll drive you away, like you know, like wedding bells. That will kill you. That will kill you. I'm reading the chat. That's what happened. I always shut up when I'm reading chat. So everyone's telling jokes and saying hello to everybody. So I was just at 13.9 subscribers, 13.9K. Now I'm at 14.5. And I'm not fishing. Although I do have it on. If a stranger wishes to chat, I have it on subscriber mode, but why not? We'll get one or two in the live stream. One or two if you're not already subscribed. Not to be confused with jackets, that's a different thing. So let's see. Oh yeah, the other thing is traffic. If you plan to get somewhere at 12 noon, forget about it. Noontime is not the time to travel. We always leave at like 10:15 if we plan on going to like Ortega Center. We leave at 10:15 to arrive by noontime. And we usually get there by like 11:30, 11:45. That's 90 minutes. That's not very far. But you gotta go south and then back north and then east and then back south. It's like incredible. You gotta go up because you gotta go around waterways and stuff, and slowways and digways and floodways. Traffic is a real thing here. This is one of the largest cities population wise in the world. When you look at the map, it doesn't look. I said, honey, that's really close. We can get there quickly. No. Boots on the ground will tell you. You learn lessons that way. And it's like, what is wrong with these people? You get a lot of people. Oh, wait for it. Wait for it. I hit the add button. What is wrong now? Here we go. Something's happening here. Megaliv, shout out. Turn on your mic.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but it's like it's on one. It's really low. I can't. Not good.
Hang on a minute. Well, these headphones aren't working, are they?
It's less than a whisper.
Is that better?
So yeah, once Jack gets that fixed, it'll be great.
Is that better?
Not loud enough. I can't tell what you're saying. I can hear. Oh wait a minute. Maybe I can.
I've got no idea, mate.
Okay, now I can hear you. No, it's my fault. Now
That's your fault, not mine. That's your fault.
That's good. Yep, it's good. I had the volume down.
G'day. Hey, everyone in the chat.
Good day, Australia. 007's here. Maryland Vlogs is here. We get a good number of people. It's 16 million people in the house. Thank you so much. Norma's here, guys. Yuma Prince.
16 million, is it? Now, it might drop down now. I'm up here.
It went up to 18 now. It's 18. Awesome. Jack, we were at minute number, 23, 24? So, what else is there? There's a little bit more to talk about the Philippines, but you always pay full price for electronics here. But I would go to the big stores for that. I wouldn't buy electronics at a small store. I would go to the big box store and get the warranty and stuff like that. I wouldn't buy extra warranty. There's no need of that. Just the manufacturer's warranty is fine for any product. Right?
Where's that popcorn muncher? Is that popcorn muncher in the chat? Where's that popcorn muncher?
I didn't see him.
007.
Oh, Sean, yeah, he's here. Thank you for stopping in, Sean. That's good. All right, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, we're talking about the Philippines. So
Yeah, he's there. He's laughing.
So for the sorry ass mofos who get a girlfriend that's not really in love with them, she might give you sex and then to get something from you, and then once they get what something of value, they might dump you. That can always happen. That's why I would look for the woman to marry and stay true to her. That's really the way to go, guys. And if I'm 60, 58, I wouldn't go for a girl that's 22 or 23. For you guys that are talking to girls in high school, they're not 21 yet, and you're talking to them, getting their address and stuff. You're crazy. I knew a guy. He's well known on YouTube, or fairly well known. He went driving around Cebu. I don't know what Leyte or one of those islands, and he got a motorcycle and he drove. And he went to a girl's house that he had known years prior, and he got her address. He trusted that that was her real address, and he showed up, and she was there with her friend, and she was married with two children, but she only just became of age. And he had said that he knew her from years ago and that she gave him her address, and he showed up at her door, and she had two little babies and a husband, and the husband had no issue with this. So, but it's too late for that. So he spent the day there or some time doing a video and talking to them like small talk. It didn't make sense. That told me that he's a groomer. It's like you're going to meet girls you met when they were in high school. That means under 18. And he's a big YouTuber. It just doesn't make sense. There's a lot of guys too. They get a lot of views, a lot of subscribers, and then they're out. They're not here for marriage. They're here for getting younger chicks and seeing what they can get away with. You know, they do the soft stuff on YouTube, and then they put stuff on porn sites. That's what I think. That's what I think they're doing. Charlene here, what do you think? You think that's what they're doing? Some of them we know, Jack. It's like, really? They have all the because the YouTube videos are fairly mild, but you'll see in the description, call me if you want to get chicks to do what you want, stuff like that. It's like, who thinks that way? And that's the predominance of men that are doing that, or at least in
Creepers.
the 7 of the 20.
Where is the creepers, mate?
7 of the 20, I think it's about 7 of the 20th most visited websites in the world are porn. So there's a lot of men that are doing this, or at least watching it, and what do you call that? Enabling. They're supporting the scene. It's terrible. It's terrible, Norma. Put a stop. Let's have a big party and call them all out, and then tie them to motorcycles. And we'll drag them. We'll give them booze. What does that make us if we do that? Andrew Tate is losing it. He lost me. I used to like the things he was saying, but now he was Maramari. He made fun of Maramari, called him a wuss, a coward. He actually called him a coward. That's too bad. Maramari's a stand-up guy. Um, Maramari Emmanuel. For those who don't know, he's out of Sydney, and he is. I don't know what his nationality is, but he is a man of Christ, not afraid to speak the truth. Jack. You get cold weather there now. You got a coat on and fur collar.
Yeah, it's getting the last few days been about 20, 21. Nights has been very cold, but
That's not bad. That's not too cold.
because that the climate's changing now. We're coming up to winter, so
You're in. Oh yeah. So you're almost on the first
because
day.
we're in autumn at the moment. So obviously the next season coming is winter.
So your winters don't get as bad as many of the United States. Most of the United
What
States
I
and Canada is bad.
well I'm on the border of the country, so
Are you near the
Sometimes
coast?
it'll no. I'm more inland, but sometimes we might get a little bit of snow on the outskirts of Melbourne, but not like overseas. We don't get minus 20 and 30 degrees here. We a cold night for us is probably -1, -2. That's about it.
Okay, so that's not bad. You guys got it good
Different.
over there.
It's different. Well, it's different climate over here, so you know, it's like when I say to some UK people, "Our winter is your summer," because they get the
It,
worst weather over there.
it's the opposite, yeah. Yeah, that's why they call it down under. Down under.
Yeah, it's different. It's different. Like in summer, it's a different type of heat and stuff like that. When it's the humidity here, it's when it's hot, it's shocking. Not like the tropics where you are. It's totally different.
Yeah, 95 degrees today, but the humidity is about 100 or 96, I would say. It's like I am like I'm sitting with aircon is right there at the end of my hand, and I am all like under here is I'm all like wet. It's sweaty, but we're used. I'm getting used to it.
Yeah. Thanks for that information.
I'm
Is
getting
that,
used
mate?
to it. I'm
But
I just took a bath and put on deodorant and all that stuff. But Filipinos are used to it. They're more used to it than me. They take cold showers.
what's this? DD's third anniversary grand live stream May 10. It's still going on about plugging that channel. Fucking hell.
It's Darren. Say hello to Darren Dobson, everybody. Darren's here. So, Norma, Charlene's here. Norma's saying hi to everybody. So, what is it with the grand live streams?
So
He wants money.
XYZ is Darren Dobson, is it?
Yeah. So he wants money. I don't know why he's doing that. I don't know. I'm not doing the growing. I can't be a part of that anymore. I'm doing something different now. Soon it will be known. Now I won't start off very good at it. I'm trying to get better. So it's easy to look at channels and say, okay, here's how you do it. It's another thing to do it. So it's a totally different thing to do it. Um, but that's
But
all I'll
why
say.
is he here? Why is he here plugging his live stream? Why is he here plugging it?
Because that's what he thinks live streams are for. Live streams
Well,
are,
ever since I met him, that's all he ever did. He'd
yeah,
jump from stream to stream, plug his shit, and then piss off.
yeah. They won't
Good
come.
on you, Dobson,
They
you
won't come.
clown.
They won't come. If they will, then they'll already be there. They don't. I don't think they're going back and forth here and there.
Why have a fake account? Why doesn't he do it with his own account if that's him? Why doesn't he do it with his real account?
I'm not sure what he's thinking. I think he wants to hide. If you're hiding on YouTube,
All right.
a lot of the predators on YouTube, the predator accounts, they create ninjas and then they go into the live streams that are talking about them, and the name of the predator will be host name sucks the big one or whatever. And like JLB is a big host, and he talks about them a lot. And they're in the chat with JLB is a fairy and all this stuff. It's you know whatever they use for names, and they can't stop doing it because they're playing games. It's like a live stream is to promote yourself, but not to go in somebody else's live stream and promote yourself. That's against terms of service to do that.
That's what he used to do. Ever since I've known him, that's all he used to do. Jump from one live stream to another, dump his
because
links and premieres, and then piss off.
because there are some live streamers that are erroneously telling everybody that's the way to grow, and it's not.
Mate, all the years I've been on here, I've never done shit like that, mate. Not interested in that crap. Complete garbage, mate.
The only way to grow,
It's garbage.
the only way to grow is to create better videos. It's the only way to
But
grow.
like what? Create better videos like 10 million Jeepney videos you do?
Yeah, yeah, something like that.
Oh, fucking hell.
Some of them I talk, not all of them.
You see one Jeepney, you've seen them all, mate. It's as simple as that. Just change the title here and there. Jumping on a Jeepney, a red Jeepney, pink Jeepney, blue Jeepney. What the heck, Jeepney? Now you got what was the video I saw last night? What is it? Motorcycles. You're putting motorcycles now and passengers jumping on jeepneys and mate, you're right. I'll tell you what, mate. They're absolutely running out of ideas. You are with
Did you see
titles, but you're still doing it.
the
You're
traffic
still
was
doing it.
stopped? The traffic was stopped. You got a jeepney here, right? And then the motorcycles are going around a tree that's in the road. Filipinos
Well,
like it.
it's funny because I see some people they deliberately go out and stand on the road and film trucks and whatever. I mean, really, come on. They should have, they got have they got anything better to do?
No, they don't. You got to think of something, Jack. So
But because it gets views, I mean, oh, by the way, I got an email this morning, and I got a warning on my guitar channel, and I hardly upload on that channel. Can you believe this shit? Yet again, guidelines this, guidelines that, and I'm thinking, I haven't uploaded anything. All I uploaded is some of my guitar videos. So
I
how is
got
that against their policy? How is that against their policies? What's going on here?
it could be a mistake. I got a warning, not a warning, a copyright on a almost 2 year old live stream because I had non-copyright music in the background, and someone bought the rights to it and turned it into copyright. So
Yeah, but
almost
that's
about a
what
year and a half
that's
later,
happened to me. That's happened to me heaps of times, mate. It doesn't. A copyright doesn't have to happen in a day. It could happen down the track somewhere.
yeah. But at the
But
time,
I'm
it was
trying to work out. I'm trying to work out what this new guideline shit that they gave me because they don't tell you. They don't tell you.
right, right.
They don't tell you. They never tell you. They just tell you. They give you a warning saying, "Oh, the guidelines this," and I mean, I mean,
Because they want to do what
seriously.
they want. They want to do what they
Yeah, but
want.
I'm
They're not.
thinking, all right, that channel's kind of dead. It's a dead channel. I don't really, I'll go there and check. I have comments banked up or whatever. But I'll go and check my notifications, this, that, blah, blah, blah. But I hardly upload there. I mean, I'm thinking, what have they got me on this time for? What? I know I've had on this channel. I've had 3 warnings, or 2 warnings. Next warning I get will be a strike for
Well,
copyrights and reuse of shit and all that
I got
garbage.
I
I
got
mean,
2 copyrights on the same video, and I fought it and I won.
yeah, well, you never had 19 copyrights on one video. That was a killer. That video. That completely. That's when that's when I pulled the pin. And what was it? I was coming up to 8 million. Remember, I was coming up to 8 million views. This is on my old guitar channel. I was coming up to 8 million views on that video. All right, the original copyright, I understand, but then I got hit with another 18. How is that YouTube policies allowed that? How did they let other people copyright that video? I was making a bit of coin out of it. Not that I give a shit, but I was getting me some money just off one video. This was in 2000 and what year was it?
There are nine.
They're 2017
There
because
are
I
19.
deleted my chat.
Jack. There are
What?
19 videos that are using my material.
Oh well, it's just I mean YouTube since the changes happened at the end of 2017, and a lot of people I knew left because I saw what was coming. Now, we used to talk about it in old live streams and Google Hangouts and shit. But I don't blame those people for leaving back in them days, you know, because now it's just completely controlled. You can't do shit on here, you know. It's you know, soon you'll be probably paying to do live streams and stuff like that. Don't put it, you know, don't put it, you know, they'll do it. They'll do all this shit, you know, because what YouTube are doing is they're seeing other social medias, you know, flying and stuff like that, and they try to compete against each other. So, but you know, they'll probably one day they'll come out and probably charge it a freaking live stream. Don't put it, you know, there's a saying for that, whatever it is, but it's not out of the question. They'll do it one day, and then if they do it, and you've got to pay for streaming. Well, that's going to put a lot of people who do watch hours and silent live streams in the shit. I can't stand silent live streams. They're just bubbles.
They're already charging for promotion to push your videos.
Yeah, for promotions, yes, yeah, but that's a different thing. But I'm talking just in general.
All they're doing is pushing more impressions. That's all they're doing.
Yeah, true, but you know, the way YouTube is going, you know, I know a few people have been demonetized lately, and they're pretty upset, you know. And I mean, I've been demonetized twice on this channel, but
you don't know why.
You know, well, they say reuse of, you know, and it's probably the music copyrights as well. So, you know, they've become stricter on the copyright side of things.
Using music, that's the biggest scam in the world.
Of course it is. We're promoting that. We're promoting their music. Why should we get a copyright if we promote their music?
And then they're telling you that you're violating copyrights. That's the biggest...
yeah. That's right. But if you look at, like, say, big channels, you know, ones that have got 100,000, 200, you know, up to 1 million, whatever, and they use copyrighted stuff, they're getting more plugs for that music on their channels because they get the views. So how does that not meaning we're promoting their music? You know, that's the thing.
You're influencing the wrong people. That's what it is.
Well,
they don't like your demographics.
Well, the only thing about this, the only thing I can think of this, I know that if your channel is idle for a long time, they'll get rid of you, right? They'll delete your channel. I've had a few friends on my other community that they've deleted their channel because they haven't uploaded or done anything on their channel for a while. So they've gotten rid of them, right? So because that other channel, my guitar channel, is pretty idle. It's now and again I uploaded a video the other day, but that was my video, so it's not no one else's video, or and no copyright because it was original guitar track. But that's the only thing I could think of is because they're saying in this policy thing that they're saying that they're talking about channel history and stuff like that, right? So, and the only way I can get rid of that warning is to do a video or some bullshit or whatever. I'm not really sure. I'll have to go back to the email and read it.
Do something original?
No, well, my latest guitar track's original. Most of my guitar tracks over there are original, unless I upload shorts of something else, of, you know, a known artist. Yeah, all right.
You can get copyrighted for doing your own composition.
I have in the past. Yeah, I have in the past. I used to, on my old guitar channel, I used to do my own synthesizer, guitar looping, soundscapes, and I used to get copyrights on them. So,
yeah, and I used to fight them, and they go, "Oh, that's copyright. You can't do anything with music."
Yeah, well, it was a particular channel that was copyrighting me. I forget the name of it. They used to do a lot of like theme music and stuff like that, like soundtracks and stuff. And that was the main channel that was always seemed to be giving me copyright. So, but I used to fight them, and they can't win if it's my original music.
Well, doesn't it go back if you complain about it, you if you contest it, that pushed it back on the owner of the copyright, right? That's making the claim, and then they tend to go away.
Well, well. If their policy is 100%, that's what should happen. The person that's copyrighted you should get in trouble if they go by their policies,
So, but
because
if
they're
you're
making they're putting in a fake claim, right? It's not their music in the start, right? It's
and
like
there's
us. We upload videos with copyrighted music. It's not our music. Yeah, fair enough. Blah blah blah. We get a copyright, but these bigger channels that that particular channel, I forget the name of it. I won't plug it anyway, but yeah, they used to get a few of my videos, and especially on my soundscape stuff, my looping and that I used to do, and that was a lot of work because
there's
you
no
had to do
hearing.
different.
They don't give you a hearing. They let the person complaining be the judge.
Well, I disagree with that. I don't not saying disagree with you, but I disagree with that. If they can't have one rule for one, and other, because they're bigger channels, they can get away with it all the time. Smaller channels, you got no hope. You got no hope against it.
It is what it
You
is.
know,
Yeah, that is for sure.
yeah. So it's just getting worse and worse. It's just you know.
Now, one thing's for sure. I think YouTube's going to be bought out, but I'm not sure who's going to do that. I'd hate to think it's going to be Elon Musk. The
Oh,
rich get
yeah,
richer. The
yeah,
rich get richer. I like Elon, but that's starting to scare me that he's buying everything. That is frightening.
yeah. Well, I don't know, but yeah, it's look, it's not going to get any better on here. That's for sure.
Getting worse. It's gotten worse. All the all the views are going to people that are running. They're running TV networks, private TV networks, and it's about pretty much nonsense for people in their 20s. And it's like, look at this, that's what's getting all the views. Bells and whistles, videos with bells and whistles, ring, ding, those are getting all the views. Ding, 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 ha 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 ha. 10 million views, 20, 30 million views. We stayed on a war torn island, 100 million views. All it wasn't really a war torn island, it was abandoned. There wasn't any damage.
Yeah,
That was
but
misbehaved.
no, look for small channels on here, you got no hope. And these people that think they're going to make $1 million on here through revenue through advertising, you got no chance. You got Buckley's chance of that
If
happening.
you give 10,000 in cash away and tell a story about the person receiving the money, you'll get views. Yeah, I met this
Well,
homeless
yeah,
person, and I gave them $50,000, and and wish them well, and give me the
yeah.
views. Clickbait. I hate that.
Well, I mean, if it works, it works. Of course,
But I don't understand
you
how
know.
Mr. Beast can just give away $250,000, and then the video makes, a third of $1 million in revenue. It's like that's how you do it. But he's still giving most of it away. I find it hard to believe he's giving all of it away.
Another thing that I think I've spoken to you about this before. Another thing that it kind of pisses me off is it seems like YouTube has an on and off button for views. Like I know they have an update like every, I think two times a month or 3 times a month. They have their updates and that, and everything kind of resets. You know, I know when there's an update coming, but like in the last, I've got a video at the moment. It's nearly 7,000. It's nearly 7,000 views.
Good day, Luke the Great.
So
Luke is here.
what?
So I'm starting to get 7,000 views on a lot of my shorts too, but not all of them.
No, it's still going up. But at the moment, I've got in the last 60 minutes, I've had 1,670 views on it. That's a 60 minutes. I can actually show you.
A 60-minute video?
No, in the last 60 minutes, it's had 1,638 views. That's the last 60 minutes.
A short
That's
that you
on
just
my
put
analytics.
Out? Is it a short?
I put it out. How do you flip this phone? Yeah, there you go. Look.
Yeah, that's busy. How long's the video?
Right.
How many minutes in duration is the video?
10 seconds.
10 seconds, so it's
That's what it is. That's what it is at the moment.
Yeah.
And there's the 48 hours there.
Let me go give it a thumbs down.
And that's the 60 minutes. What it is at the moment.
It's already dropping.
As you can see, as you can see, the graph. It's just.
What's the title?
You know,
show me the title.
It's a steak. It's a steak video I did, and I titled it "Sizzling Baby." That's why I got views. You see, the title's important. So, in the 48 hours over here, as you can see, it's been dead. The last, like, I think 4 days or whatever it's been, 4 or 5 days, it got down to no data. Like what I showed you, that graph there, the analytics. On the top right-hand corner, it says updating live, and where the total is, it actually said no data for like a day. So I had nothing. I had no views, no nothing.
It takes about 24 hours for your video to start getting views.
No, because I uploaded a guitar.
Your friends will
No, hang on a minute. I uploaded a guitar video, and I had like 25 views in one day. So everything froze. It happens to me all the time. This happens all the time. I can upload 5 or 6 videos, say, in a day, and it'll still be the same thing.
What time
so
of day
it's a YouTube thing. It's a YouTube thing. But now, as you can see,
do you have a consistent time that you upload? Consistent time to upload?
Well, I looked at my analytics for my audience, and it's usually the audience it tells you how many, of your audience is online and all that sort of stuff. Usually between 11:30 at night my time and 3 o'clock in the morning. So between 11:30 at night and 3 in the morning. But this video, I don't know, this is probably a backlog of views, I'm not sure. But this is what happens. It'll just keep going. It'll go like this probably today, tomorrow. It'll just still keep going up.
3 in the morning, where are those viewers?
Well, India is number 1, and United States is number 2. And I think I've got Russia, Germany. I know these off by heart. Australia and Philippines.
Yeah, it sounds like a familiar list of countries. What about Malaysia? Malaysia and Indonesia.
No. I had Thailand. I had Uzbekistan for a while. Uzbekistan.
Which is basically.
Yeah, I had that for a while.
That's like the old Russia, the old Soviet Union.
Uzbekistan.
That was the old Soviet Union, part of it, anyway.
Yeah, but hey, Luke, how you doing there, mate?
Luke is here. Shout out, Luke. Awesome, good to see you. Yeah, so the cost of food is cheaper here in the Philippines than anywhere else. If you
The
want
what?
if you want your food imported and cooked by top chefs, you'll pay for that. You will pay for that, but food is cheaper here. Even we shop for good food, and it's still cheaper. Even if we get salmon and shrimp and stuff like that, and good, good food like that, it'll still be cheaper because we're cooking it ourselves. If we want better food in a restaurant, we'll pay a little bit more for that. Manpower is
Yeah.
cheap, but if you want to buy like electronics, you won't get any discounts on electronics here. But manpower to fix stuff, you need something fixed, that'll be cheaper here than in the U.S. They're ripping you off for manpower. Everyone's charging you a king's ransom in the USA to do any work, and then they don't bat an eyelash. It's worth it. They're doing it right. Americans think they're getting the best of everything, and they're willing to pay for it, and then they don't have any money. We have more money than everybody else, but you're spending it all. That's okay. They're spending more money on heat and hot water than we're spending on food. Still very hot here. Yeah, it's mid 90s. I'd say 94, 95 degrees. But the humidity, I don't know humidity by number, but it feels like 105 here right now. The heat index is like over 100, probably about 105, 106. Sunny. It's just been sunny for weeks. We don't usually see that here. We usually see cloudy weather, or mostly cloudy, a little bit of sun. Enough sun to keep you smiling, but cloudy enough to keep you happy. It's hard to go out there. I was going to go outside today, but it's like it's too hot. Even in under the Kubo, it's just too hot. My water bottles would just boil. I took a sip of my water. It was out there about an hour, and I took a sip, and I went, "This was freezing, and now it's like hot." I can't drink hot water. Oh, it was freaky hot, Tarzan. How do I explain that? I want to go out in the.
Hey, John, how you doing there?
I want to go out
Tarzan,
in
where's
the.
Jane?
I want to go out in the sunny weather, but where's Jane? She's right here. She's cooking. It's lunchtime. No, it's not. It's only 10:44 a.m.
Where's Jane, John?
What's going on, John? It's not hijack. It's good eye, Jack. Good eye, Mike.
Yeah, I'm not a
Jack,
terrorist.
Jack forgot to shave today. So did I.
Yeah, it's itchy as hell. I hate it.
That looks like 2
That's
days.
the worst. I hate shaving. I hate shaving, mate. Hate it.
Is that 2 days worth? That's going to be at least 2 days worth, right there.
She's resting after eating. What'd you give her, mate? Bananas?
We went, speaking of eating, we spent the afternoon over at Vikings yesterday, four of us, and we ate all we could eat. It's all you can eat it's approximately $21 each, 21 bucks. US, that's US dollars. So here it was over 4,000. It's like 4,500 here to eat. So,
Wow.
so it does get expensive because there was four of us. So, but the beer is included. You don't pay extra for beer. But we
Is
had
it?
beer. We had beer, coffee, tea, juice. The Kool-Aid, whatever you want to call it. And I had the lamb. I had maki and lamb, and a little bit of salmon sashimi. Not much of that. I didn't have too much of that though, because I had too much
You had
maki.
lamb?
Yeah, the lamb was good. I had lamb caldereta, and I had lamb by itself.
Wow.
And the lamb, I had a red wine gravy on the lamb. That was delicious. I took a scoop of the mint, but I didn't eat it because I just tasted it and I wasn't in the mood for it. Right, Brett? It was good. And then we had a little bit of turkey too because there's not much turkey here in the markets. It's a little bit pricey. Mm. No, in the
Yeah.
U.S., if turkey is very popular in November, December, and New Year. So, but it's very cheap per pound. It's affordable. Everyone buys it. So every once in a while, I just like to taste it. It was good. It was good. What do you guys think of the NFL situation so far? I know, Jack, you're not into it, but American football,
Not
it's
interested
getting
in that
it's
sort of
getting
stuff.
worse. It was great, but now they're making all these rule changes. They want to. It's like it's not going to work. It's like ridiculous. There's always a ridiculous rule change every year, and there's no debating it. This is the rule. That's it. Everyone's got to they got to live with it. It's like really. It's like now kickoffs are like all set in stone. There's no running. It's like everybody's in position. There's going to be runbacks.
What the heck? What
There's
did
going
you
to be.
just say?
Oh, that
What
only
did you
makes
just say?
that only makes sense if you're into American football. The American
Oh,
football, the NFL, Tarzan, the kickoff rule, the new kickoff rules, and the tackle rule too. I don't understand that. It's like pretty soon it will be no tackle. There will be no tackling and no kicking. But punts have stayed the same. They're still
football made from pigskin.
they're still the same. All made from pigskin. I love a little lechon, but not that much. Filipinos
I
love
think. I
lechon.
think. I think I'm not sure. I think the Sharon that they make here for the footy is pigskin. I think it is. I'm not sure.
For the rugby
No,
football,
it's not. It's not pigskin. No, it's leather. It's leather.
pigskin is leather. It feels like leather.
Oh,
It's probably
yes
pigskin.
and no.
You talk about the rugby football, the oblong ball.
No, the football. No, well, similar. The football we use here.
It's oblong, right?
Well, Aussie rules. Yeah, it's an oval shape.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I believe that's pigskin. Um,
No, it's no. They say it's leather. I think.
yeah. Well, the pigskin is leather too. It's just a pig's leather, right? Tarzan would know. He knows everything.
Tarzan.
Yeah. The Aussie football.
John,
How many Aussie
John.
football games sports are there? It's just one, right? Australian rules.
Yeah,
That's
Aussie
rugby, right?
rules. Yeah.
That's rugby.
Well, you got Aussie rule. No, no, no. You got Aussie rules, which is um, played here, Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, Perth, and Adelaide. And then you got the rugby league. It's called rugby league.
What's the difference
What's the difference
between
between
rugby and
rugby
Australian rules?
and Aussie rules?
Yeah, the biggest difference. What's the
Well,
big?
we got to kick. We got to kick for goals and not fly over the try line. So you mark the ball, you kick the ball, you tackle, but you got to kick for goals. We've got 4 posts in the middle as a goal, either side is a point. Where in rugby league they got the 2 posts, which is 2 points after they get a try. They have a kick for goal. A try, I think, is 4 points, and the kicking for goal is 2. Where in Aussie rules, a goal is 6 points, and either side of the post behind is 1 point. A lawn chair from pigskins, is it?
A lawn chair made from pigskins. That's like a leather chair. I heard it's comfortable. Comfortable.
All right, Joe, I've got to drop down now, mate. Thanks for having me on the panel.
All right.
Thanks
All
for
right,
the chat.
Jack. Always good to
And
have
I've
you
got to,
again, Jack. Always good.
no worries at all. Everyone in the chat, see you all later.
All right,
And
Jack.
I'll see you later.
So long, buddy.
Thanks a lot.
Good
See
eye,
you,
mate.
mate.
Good
G'day. Yeah.
eye, mate.
How do you end
When
this
he
thing on
finds,
this?
hit the X on the
Hate
top.
music.
Hit the X on the top, or else I'll
Is
kick
it the
you out.
X? Is it?
Yeah. Don't
No
make me
worries. I'll
kick
see
you
you
out.
later.
See
No, you
See
can
ya.
kick me out. I don't give a shit.
He's already leaving. He can't find the button.
Leave. It says leave. Look at that. I
He'll
hate
get
using my
there
phone for
sooner
this
or
sort of stuff.
later. Let's.
Go back to your stream. Go back to your StreamYard. Don't do this garbage.
I can't.
See you later.
StreamYard maybe
You're worried about the views all the time. Bye-bye.
I'm probably not getting views anymore, so maybe go back to StreamYard. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe go back to StreamYard. Yeah.
We'll see.
Go,
We
go,
shall
go,
see.
go do some screaming, mate. What's the matter with you over there? I'll see you later.
All right. I'm back to regular karaoke with in the live.
Yeah, go back and do some screaming, mate.
Not electronic,
Adios.
in person.
Adios. Adios.
In person. See ya. I'm gonna kick him out if he doesn't leave. All right. Always good to have Jack here. He's busting my chops. That's okay. That's okay. When he needs a friend, I'll be there. Take care, brother Jack. 07 says, "See you, Jack. See ya." All right, what do I talk about? Zero gravity camping chairs are. Oh yeah, I had some of those. I was gonna buy two more here, but I decided to wait. So that's still on the wish list. We almost grabbed a couple of them back at Christmas time, but we were making other purchases, so I thought, let's slow down here. If I buy too much stuff, I never get to enjoy it. So we kind of changed the house a bit on the inside. Last year was on the outside, we changed it. And then at Christmas time, we changed the inside, the kitchen and dining areas. All changed. Kitchen area is outside. We changed that too. But then in the dining area inside, we changed that. So there's a lot going on here. We can't do it all at once. But I love those zero gravity chairs. But it's hard to sit in the sun here. Norma's cousin, Ahmed, was here the other day, a couple of days ago. He said, "Jay, just put up a big tent here." It's like, we'll never get any sun. Filipinos don't work on their tans. That's the other thing. I didn't not write that down, but they don't work on their tans here. It's like if they're doing work in the sun, that's it. There's no Norma uses umbrella on sunny days because they can't have any sun on their skin. Yeah, there's a huge home. It's like Home Depot, but it's called Wilcon. There's also Home Depot here, but Wilcon is the big one in this area. They have all that stuff that it's like whatever you want. They have almost everything. Everything house and yard related, they have it. Bathrooms, kitchens, bedrooms, outdoor areas. We have an outdoor kitchen, so but indoors is the dining area. Now we have utensils that we plug in to cook. There's a it's like a electric stove. It's not really a stove because we can put it on the table or on the counter. You plug it in and it cooks real quick. And the rice cooker is indoors. But Dick's Sporting Goods in Bakersfield, what do we have here for sporting? I'm not sure what we have. Sports isn't as big here. There is sports here. Basketball is big, and what's the other one? Um, I'm drawing a blank. Basketball is big here. Um, they do play baseball here, but I don't see it. So I'm not watching it. So, but it's a little bit different. The outdoor life is a little bit different. Yeah, volleyball is big here too. That's the one. But I'm not really into that. If I watch it, it'll be for like 5 minutes. I'm not because I don't have the need to get into it and understand what's going on, who's in first place, and all this. What they're fighting for. When you don't have that, there's no need to watch it. So, plus, I'm working harder on my YouTube. Not it's I, that has to change. I don't know what I'm going to do. I took my wife downhill snow skiing when she first got to the USA. She's been in the USA 10 years now. You can only do so much downhill skiing, especially when you're getting older. If you're in your 20s and you're working on world class competitive skiing, that's different. But if not, I don't know very many people. Like they'll go once on vacation in the winter and they'll go skiing once. No, I haven't done this in 3 years, and that's what they're all about. So, but they're doing it because it's cold and it's something to do. I went on a ski trip once, and I brought my ice skates, and I didn't go skiing. I went on the ice because the lake was frozen, so and there was enough room to go around the perimeter of the lake, and I did that. That was a long time ago. She took skiing lessons. Yeah, a lot of people do that as a beginner, and then they can start skiing better. We so I'm just thinking that it's not that big, not like summer sports. That's all I'm saying. So I skate year round on the ice, so I don't really need to go skiing. I just there's no skiing here now in like Saudi Arabia. I think Dubai too. I'm not really sure where it is, but they have indoor skiing. They're able to. They built a big enough place so that they can ski indoors. They're going to be Olympians, but it's just not for me. I'm not really big on skiing for whatever reason because I skate on ice. We skated yesterday at Mega Mall, level 5 on the ice. It's an Olympic size. Size is Olympic. It's world class size, but it's soft ice. I'm sure they could make it hard, but I'm glad it's soft because there's no way to sharpen the skates. If your skates are dull, soft ice is the best. Um, because hard ice, your skates need to be more sharp. You get that in the northern because there's humidity in the mall, so they have those machines that dehumidify. Towards the end of my session, they shut it off, and then everything started fogging up. It was like weird. Snow machine, you're gonna have freezing air for that though. It has to be like more than just freezing. It's gonna be, I think, 10 degrees below that, which would be in Celsius. That would be -10. No, that's very very cold. That's extremely cold. It wouldn't need to be that cold. 1 or 2 degrees below freezing, I think. But because it's going to freeze right away when you throw the water up, it's going to freeze right away. So it needs to be extremely cold, extremely below zero, below freezing. Japan has, yeah. The U.S. doesn't really need to create indoor skiing because it's so much cold air. Unless they want to do it year round, I don't know who's going to do that. But in in the Middle East, there's enough people with plenty of money. There's plenty of rich people in the Middle East compared to in the U.S. Everyone think the Americans think they're rich, but there's no money to go around and save, and they use it for recreation, and healthcare, and heat and hot water, and then the money's got cars and stuff like that, and then there's no money. Very few people are saving in the U.S. If you want to live that life where you have all these things, then you won't save. It takes discipline through the years, and then people think, "No, I get time, I get time, I get time, I get time." Wait a minute, I don't have any money. So it's very hard to save extra money. And if you come here with a chunk of change, thinking, "I'm going to enjoy the Philippines," if you don't have an income stream, you will run out of money. We had a ski resort here that was open, Northern California, open on July 4th one year. So they're doing it. They're building. What? I don't buy Shopee. Hinde. Hinde. Oh, I know a little Filipino, but I think with English, so it doesn't really. So you're north of California. So you're north of Northern California. Okay. I keep getting it mixed up where you guys are. Oh, I'm mixing you up, Brett, with Sean Tuber. Sean Tuber is in San Jose, California, which I think is Northern California. Close enough. It's not in the mountains, but he's up there a little bit. Is there still skiing on Mount Baker? Good afternoon, Mr. Len Whistler's here. Say hello to Len Whistler, guys. So I still have plenty of time. Whenever I have meetings, because there's no alarm. So I gotta like worry about that because I don't want to miss it. You missed the meeting. Oh, I lost track of time. I'm still on retirement time. I don't even know what day it is. In the 70s, I skied on Baker Mountain. What state is that? Is that in California? Walk up the hills in North Dakota and ski down. Walk up and ski down? Is that even possible? Or is that like a mediocre, a mid, like not such a steep slope? How do you walk up? Mount Baker is in Washington. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm an East Coast type of guy, so I don't know about those Sierra Nevadas and Rockies. I don't know. What do they call the mountain range up in Washington? Is it a range or is it just mountains? My mom climbed Mount Baker. Climbed it in the summertime. How do you walk in snow? It's got to be summertime, right? Can you have like no snow on the ground to walk and then get up on a slope and there's snow? That I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. It's funny, I was watching Popeye live stream, Popeye 1 live stream. He had 65 people watching now. You know, he had like, they're all the predators are watching that. Whether they're predators or whether they like that sort of thing, they're all watching. They're all former military. They all think they know everything, and they're all watching. I think they're all on the porn sites, and they all look up all the information about each other, so they know who's doing what and who's in trouble and who's not in trouble. And they think it's all funny. Mount Baker was a volcano. If it was a volcano, all mountains come from volcanoes or continental collisions. That's the only thing that can form mountains. There's no generic mountain. It's either a collision of continents, like the Alps. The Alps is a continent collision, and the Himalayas, and all or most other mountains are volcanoes. So if you're a rich multi-millionaire or a billionaire, basically, and you're building bunkers in Maui, you're screwed. That's how it's going to end. The volcanoes are going to get everybody. And if you're in the volcano, you'll be the first to go. And if you're laughing, thinking, gee, that doesn't exist. Yeah, now. It doesn't exist now. But that's how mountains were. Hawaii comes from, and the Philippines comes from, and Hawaii. It's Hawaii, Philippines, Japan. They all come from volcanoes. So, or continental collisions. And it happened more recently than you think. It's not been 300 million years. We believe that, some people believe that because now continents are moving along the ocean at a half inch per year, basically. That doesn't mean that they didn't move a great deal all at once. Nobody can prove that. I played sledding on Mount Hood close to Portland, Oregon as a kid. John, you've been all over the place, huh? At least around that part of the world. Santorini, Greece is on a volcano. Yeah. It's a beautiful place, though. You can get some serious video over there, especially on the drone effect. Serious. That's where there's beautiful resorts out there. There's a lot of good videos from Santorini. Would you sleep here? Those types of videos. I borrowed a couple. I remixed them. Mount Baker is visible from Vancouver, Canada. It's astonishing how you can see like the high mountains. The mountains that stick out, you can see them from a long way. Yeah, that's true. Especially if you're on another height. So if you're up high in a building, especially if you're like 30, 40 stories up, looking out, maybe you got a telescope or something, you can see everything for a long way. Yeah, a long way. What else can we? So there's a new crowd here. Thanks for coming in, guys. We had Jack here for a little while, doing a little talking. We started the show with truth about the Philippines. A lot of guys do videos, and some of them get a lot of views because a lot of the people in the Philippines are either travelers or former military. I'm neither, and here I am. I don't know the number. At one time, I knew the number of people receiving retirement pay in the Philippines, and it was in the hundreds of thousands. But that was 200,000 from America, 100,000 from Canada, whatever, things like that. So there's roughly I would say there's a million. I think I'm just guessing off the top of my head. And a lot of people came when the travel ban ended. A lot of people came, and I think a lot of them got tired of being here, or they ran out of money, or whatever. They didn't have a plan. I was just messing around here, trying to trying to figure out how many chicks I could get. If that's your plan, I feel sorry for you. Istanbul, Turkey, is the most traveled to place in the world since when? And why would that be? Because that's Turkey is like opened up to the Middle East and the West. That would be one reason, and I think also Russia and Europe. So I think they're open to everybody. That would be one reason. And Istanbul is also a connecting. I think it's a flight connecting hub also. Tamsak Kuya J Mike from Chickpana USA. Asazumi TV is in the building. Awesome. Thanks for stopping in. Chickpana Raid. Michelle. Joy. Thank you guys for coming in. Jasamir. Is it Jazimir? Jazimir. Jazimir. Thank you for the support, guys. Zoom Zoom is here. Joe Soriano. Gio, thank you for stopping in. Thank you, guys. Evelyn Panidar. Evelyn was a winner a couple of months ago. Thank you, Evelyn, for stopping in. Greggy Cano was another winner also. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Annalie Espera. Team Judy. I don't know Team Judy. I've heard of you guys, but I don't know who you are really. Jennifer Viralo. Team Banner. I've heard of Team Banner. I guess that. Oh, and Team Jolly Hugs. All the cute names. All the cute names. Support from Chick Panay. Chick Panay and Tita Guy are my two favorites. Thank you so much. They support. Show the support. Thank you. All right. What else can we talk about? We just got a raid. That's awesome. Always fun to have a raid. So, the truth about the Philippines. Let's analyze this so far. Where are we? We are almost 90 minutes in. Got another 6 or 7 minutes to go. All right, we're going to turn that on. You may get an ad right now. Just do whatever you will do, guys. You can skip it if you like. Istanbul is the traveled to city in the world. What? Is that true? Because is it just connecting flights, or is it? I don't know how you can differentiate a connecting flight from people that are staying there. Got my order. The book about OJ. I did it. Confessions of. Did he really confess? Because they never found the real killer. So you got to think that because of that simple fact that he was the one that did it. Well, a city. Every city has a country, including Washington D.C. Washington doesn't have a state; it's separated from the states, but it still has a country. So I would think because they're open to everybody. They may be open to everyone. I'm not sure, but I think also, just off the top of my head, that Istanbul also would be very popular for connecting flights. France, because everyone wants to go to Paris, and especially America. I gotta go to Paris. I didn't make it there. I don't know if I will. There's a remote possibility that I can go anywhere, but I don't want to blow all my money, just traveling all of a sudden because it's fun. It's super fun to travel. I love it. I love traveling, but I'm not. I always kid around saying we're rich. We have a little money, but we're not we're not like Elon Musk. We're not that kind of rich. We're not Tarzan rich. I've not read the book yet, so I didn't know he confessed. Is this true? Because sometimes I see stories online. Lives in Turkey. I know a couple of guys called the Turk or whatever. So um, I'm not disputing that, Brett. I'm just wondering if that's totally true. Let's see. Peak of 18. Let's see if we can get back there. We need some action for that, though. Um, we're approaching the 90-minute mark. Not going to do a marathon today. I got a telephone appointment to late a little bit, just in a little while. And I got to freshen up and have lunch. Jack came up and I thought, oh, good, I can take a break, but I'm not just yet. And then he left. So now he's back on. I will have to, and my coffee's cold. I'll have to warm that up. Can I get a minute, guys? I just need like maybe a minute and a half. I don't know what I'm going to do. You guys can look at that. There's no music hooked up. Oh, I could do that. I don't want to do music. I'll get copyright. Even if you do non-copyright, eventually someone buys the rights and turns it into a copyright, and then like a year later, you'll get a notice. Oh, copyright! You suck. That's the name of that tune. That's the one of the biggest scams. I think I'm going to go through that list and talk about it because have YouTube shut me down. They like to shut everybody down when you speak the truth. You can't get that off. What is wrong? It's stuck. All right, I'll be right back. Don't go away, guys. This is fantastic. Don't go away. We might need 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Can I leave that out there?
Yeah, you did.
That's what happens when you gotta go pee. You leave things everywhere.
Somebody give you
Oh, you're watching. She really is watching. I thought she disappeared. Is that it? Is that in the right place now?
Yeah.
I better check. It's good. Yeah, because it doesn't reach all the way down now, so I gotta make sure Hector Gubat is here. Megalith shout out. Let me put that back on the collar. All right. All right. What? They're speaking Cebuano. So is the rates that thank you, John. Thank you so much. I will click like on that. Coffee is life. I ordered my daughter a Stanley French press and Stanley thermos today. This is we used I don't know the brand name of my French press, but it's a French press. I just had it here, but I brought it back over there. It does the job, so I guess it's a good one. I've had it for a few years now, 2.5 years. it, I bought it and I didn't open it till I got here, and then I tried it and it worked. So I'm fine. Coffee is life. Coffee is life. Drink a lot of wine, there. Even the char is leaning. I love wine. I'm not ashamed to say I drink wine. Wine is good. Wine is life. When I was stationed in southern Italy, I was surprised to see teens drinking diluted wine with their meals. However, it's rare to see a drunk Italian in the streets. Well, they said Jesus made wine for everybody, the 5,000 people. Cup runneth over. So, but now, if you study what life was like back then, 2,000 years ago, you'll realize that it was non-alcoholic wine. They called grape juice wine. Grape juice was referred to as wine. That's what they called it, wine. So, and they had a lower alcohol wine also. So anyone drinking the hard wine and being drunk all the time, falling down in the streets, that was a sin. I like wine. We don't want to be. We're not drunk all the time, but we like to drink a little bit. The fresh, the fresh press is all stainless steel for. Ours is steel and glass, so it's glass inside. It's like a steel cage. It's not a cage. It's flat, and then it has the bottom. I think is glass also, and then there's a little bit of plastic. The handle is the casing is steel. It's like steel bands, and then there's a plastic handle and a plastic bottom. It's like a rubbery plastic type of thing, but everything else is glass. The French press, the French press, 48 ounces. No, ours isn't that big. How big is mine? I would say mine's probably 24 ounces. I think, and just a guess. 3 different French presses. They're the way to go. My number 2 daughter said, Jay, second born, she said, Dad, do you like French press? And I went, I don't know what that is. This was about 10 years ago. And I said, I don't know what that is. Because she was a barista, so she knew all about coffee. And I said, no, I just used the Mr. Coffee. And she goes, try the French press. I says, I don't know how it works. And I had no idea. So she goes, well, it's easier than you think. So I tried it, and she was right. It's very, very unbreakable. I've had it for like 2 or 3 years, and it's unbreakable for sure. I'm sure you can smash it, but with normal use, it's not going to just break. That's the French press. So yes, I am all for the French press. That's for sure. Hector says, exception is my Italian landlord who liked to drink with us Americanos. Yeah, this is, and I just finished it, espresso Americano. That means it's espresso with extra water. That's what that means. So I do like a little extra water because I like a volume of coffee, not just a little bit. I I used to drink the Italiano espresso, and it's like, woo! Woo! When I was younger, I was like 22. Ah, this is fantastic. But two of those, and you're jumping. You're jumping out of your chair. I couldn't sit down. I had to stand up. He's like, Luigi was his name. He gave me the espresso. He's like, why can't you sit down? I had espresso. He goes, I told you. I told you. I said, I know. That's fine. Just let me stand up, please. Do you want to leave? No, I don't want to leave. I just want to stand up. I could have done a speech that day. And it was nighttime. Nothing like coffee if you want to do some talking. That's why I do it. I could. It's hard to go 3-4 hours. It's only been 96 minutes. Hard to go 3 or 4 hours with no coffee. That's like, I was watching a video the other day. It was a live stream, but the host was Bill Belichick, the Super Bowl coach, the world famous Bill Belichick, former coach of the New England Patriots. He said that he has never ever had a cup of coffee, and I tell everyone, only geniuses drink coffee. It's funny how when they went to their second Super Bowl, suddenly Bill Belichick is a genius, and for years, and then they went to a third one. They won 21 in a row. All good things are happening, and then everyone was calling him a genius. Now, over the years, the news, especially in Boston, the Boston sports news media grew into a bigger thing, and they all called him a genius. So, little by little, as the years went on, he's not really a genius. He's just lucky to have Tom Brady. Who the fuck do you think picked Tom Brady and told him to go mistake free? It's so, and then they did they did a documentary which was like, I think it was a 5 or 6 part television series about the dynasty, and it was all about how they didn't need Bill Belichick. It was all about Tom Brady and the drama, and Robert Kraft looked good. It's like Robert Kraft didn't. He gives the go ahead, but it's not his ideas. It's like you're a football fan. Bill Belichick did that, and nobody wants to admit it because they were rolling him under a bus to get rid of him. It's like, okay, that's the funniest thing in the world. You did not do that without Bill Belichick. That just didn't happen. Italian manual espresso maker boiler. No, I don't have that. I like coffee out of a mocha pot the best. You got to show me how that works. Do a video where you're making the coffee, and then up close we can see the steps. My wife has packets of Philippines coffee. I get my coffee mailed to me. Also, Lazada delivers it. It only takes like 2 days. So before I run out, I order another one. It's good enough for me. But not this. There's no sweetener and there's no whitener. It's just espresso. That's it. And it comes in the Manila bag. It lasts me like 2 months, month and a half, 2 months. The Raiders drafted the tight end from Georgia and the All-American center from. Good picks, but they wasted their first pick on a receiver. They should not have done that. The funny thing with the Raiders, and I love the Raiders, that's why I'm going to criticize them. They're not my number one team, but I had a Raiders hat for like 12 years. We had red uniforms, and I was the only player that wore the black and silver Raiders hat. Everyone knew me by that hat. I loved the Raiders, but that was the 80s. But since then, 40 years, it was 84, so 40 years have gone by. In Raider country, Raider fans, Raider Nation, They all think that everything they do is perfect. They're going to win every year. They have the right players. Their quarterback's going to bring them to the promised land. And every pick they make is like, couldn't have been better. It's all the ultimate picks. It's like they make no mistakes. And that's what Raider Nation does. And it doesn't change. It's almost the opposite of Patriot Nation, where the media thinks that Bill Belichick is the stupidest a-hole. It's like, okay, you learned from observing Bill Belichick and now you're dumping him off. It's like, it won't be long before you say, we miss Bill Belichick. We're going to change our minds again for the 10th time. It's good to have those players, but didn't you didn't make it wasn't the ultimate number one pick. It's like Atlanta picking a quarterback with their second pick. It's unbelievable. Oh no, their first pick. With the number 8 pick in the draft, they took Michael Penix. But in the 2 wide receivers went high also. But not that high. Coffee shops are called bars in Italy. Why not? They also have wine. You can have wine or coffee. I saw a movie where part of the movie was in Italy. And it might have been Albany in Italy. And I think the star of the movie was Harvey Keitel. He reminded me of what's the name of that guy? Not Dustin Hoffman. Who's the? I'll think of him in a minute. But they went to bars too, where they had coffee, pasta, and wine. That was it. That was the only thing on the menu: coffee, pasta, and wine. And it was a fantastic place. Yes, the exchange rate for dollar against peso, it's 57, but you don't get 57. Your bank gets 57, and then they sell it to you for like less, and then you're happy. So that's why you want the good exchange rate. Brock Bowers was a 2-time Mackey Award winner. What wins you the Mackey Award? That's not what I'm saying. I don't. We'll see how good he is, but here's the freaking problem: the Raiders need a quarterback. They've needed a quarterback for a long time now, and they still haven't got it. That's why New England took Drake May, and then all the people that I don't like all said, "Oh, he doesn't have anyone to throw to. They should have taken Marvin Harrison." When they had a guy named Stanley Morgan, who was a Hall of Famer, and no titles. You don't need to be a competitive team. You need a quarterback. Bowers was the best player on a 13-1 team. Okay, but he wasn't the most talked about receiver. Now, you don't need to be. Most Raider fans only see the positive, unless they're trying to get rid of somebody, and then they'll say that, oh, he sucks, he sucks. But they thought Derek Carr was Patrick Mahomes. And I told you, and I was joking, and I said it like 3 years ago. They don't, and I used the funny voice to say it because you were doing a live stream, and I was up there, and I had my funny voice on, and I went, they don't stand a chance in hell. That's why I was doing that. It's not because I don't like the Raiders. It's the same in Kansas. I used to live in Kansas City, and they used to have Red Friday, and I went, the Chiefs don't stand a chance in hell, and they had a good team, but it wasn't good enough because they had Elvis Garback at quarterback, and I went, and they were like, why do you think the Chiefs aren't going to win? Elvis Garback, they thought he was a good quarterback. It's like when the Dolphins had Ryan Tannehill. Why do you think the Dolphins have a shot in hell? Because of Ryan Tannehill? No. He's never going to. Then he went to, as a free, I don't know if they traded or picked him up as a free agent. Probably a trade. Quarterbacks don't become free agents. So the Titans got Ryan Tannehill a couple of years ago, and I thought, the Titans don't stand a chance in hell of winning a Super Bowl. Why? They have Derrick Henry and all kinds of good players. I'll give you 2 reasons. Ryan Tannehill. 2 reasons. Now, I was wrong once about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers when I said, I know all their problems. Rob Johnson. But I believe that Super Bowl is fixed because of all the interceptions and all that. So we think that was fixed. We think that Super Bowl was fixed because they changed the game plan on the day before the Super Bowl, something like that. Was it Coach Callahan? I forget who was coaching then. No, I can't eat now. It'll take me out of the picture. Norma brought me oatmeal. We're eating oatmeal every day, every morning. Late morning, that's our lunch. Oatmeal is my lunch. My brunch is oatmeal. All Raider fans they're overly positive. Like we're gonna compete this year. We're a playoff team. We've got all the pieces. We love our coach. We're going all the way. Who doesn't say that? When you look back, going back to 05, which is 15 years, 16 years, the number one pick in the draft, only the Lions had Matthew Stafford for years. They never made the playoffs. They traded him to LA, and LA got rid of a top draft pick. I don't know if it was a number one draft pick. Maybe he might have been Jared Goff. But LA is the one that won the Super Bowl. Now the Lions are competitive. Good luck to them. In Detroit, they're hoping that they could go all the way with Jared Goff. That would be very unusual that two quarterbacks. I don't know if they directly traded the quarterbacks or if it just worked out that way. But quarterbacks end up on opposite teams and then both win Super Bowls. I don't know if that's happened. Not sure about that. But out of the last 15 or 16 years, Cam Newton went to a Super Bowl and lost the Super Bowl. Matthew Stafford got traded to a team that ended up winning the Super Bowl. And Jared Goff is now on the Lions. They could make a Super Bowl. Other than that, all the picks have been busts. Now, there were one or two defensive players who made their teams competitive, but they didn't get to Super Bowls. Most quarterbacks go to teams that are screwing up the hierarchy of the team, and so they don't bring the quarterbacks along. I don't think that's going to happen. That could happen in Chicago and Washington, but I don't think it's going to happen in New England. What's going to happen with Jaden Daniels? He might have a good rookie season, or maybe even 2 good seasons, but they won't win a Super Bowl. And it remains to be seen how New England will do, but I think New England has a good staff. People don't realize most people rate teams because, we have a star player here and a star player there. That's the formula for success. We're going to do it. It doesn't work that way. New England has a very good defense, a good kicking game. Now, kicking game is out of the question this year. The kicking rules have all changed, so that remains to be seen what happens on kickoffs. Always get lots of oatmeal. We get a big bag of oatmeal. So Norma said, "How many days are we gonna do this oatmeal challenge?" And I said, "Until it's gone." But I don't think we're gonna make video. I just don't know how to. I gotta stick with the Filipino theme on my channel. Cassie Warrior, thank you for stopping in, Cassie. That's KC, right? Is that you, Casey?
Yeah.
That's my niece, Cassie. We call her KC, like Kansas City. So thank you. And it's getting late. All right, we'll go a little while longer. Caleb Williams will be a little better than Justin Fields, maybe. Justin Fields was okay, but they weren't a great team. People think, okay, this guy has all the. I think something's wrong with him now. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, but as a man, I think something's wrong with him. I don't know why people like him. So maybe I haven't looked closely enough. But when you meet Drake May, he's young, he's inexperienced, but he's a man. He's the smallest of, I think, three or four boys, and he's 6'4". Someone said he's a monster, and he's the smallest of all his brothers. I think this is going to be a surprise. I think it's like I don't have a problem with that with him. So you could. It doesn't mean he's going to come right out there, and and break records throwing the ball in his rookie season. I don't know about that, but they'll have to get better and better. So Kassy, that's pronounced KC. Believe it or not, KC. Filipinos do things differently. She already got in one of my videos and one of my live streams, and she'll be in another video pretty soon too. It's not posted yet. I got to figure out a way to present it. Right, Norma?
Yeah. Right.
She has no idea what I'm talking about. I said it's one thing to get video, but you got to figure out a way to present it, or it's no good. And I can't eat that cereal because I'm on a live stream. Once again, thank you, John, for the super chat. Awesome. I don't get very many of those. I'll level with you all right now. I don't get very many live super chats because I'm male. Right. There's a different pronunciation here than in, but it works for Americans because it sounds like KC, which is a normal name. Peter Miles channel, mega love shout out. Good to see Peter Miles. I don't see you all the time either. Thank you for stopping by. 339 views so far. Not bad. It's not 1,000, but I'll take it. What was the truth about the Philippines? There's a lot of guys that are here and they're former military. What they do is everyone they hear about, if they hear about me, it's like, I don't know him. Let me see what I can dig up. And then they go on the internet and they see, if I have any crimes or any arrest, they look at my arrest record and my court record. It's all publicly available. Has he served time? Has he been in trouble? And they look, and that's what they do with everybody. So, and then they think they're the know-it-all type guys. I suppose I shouldn't roll any of them under a bus, but if you're a lawyer, say you're a lawyer. If you're not a lawyer, don't tell me you know everything. Lawyers don't know everything. They know what they know. Soccer team shirt? No, this is a promo for Fly Emirates Airlines. It does look like a soccer team shirt, but it's Fly Emirates Airlines. That's what this is. I don't know where they got this because it's not. It's not. We didn't go to the Middle East to get it, so I don't know where this. I forget where we got this. I honestly forgot where we got it. Art Angel, hello. Good to see you. Thanks for stepping in. Nike, yeah. I get two of these actually. I got one's Nike and one's Adidas. And then they're almost the same. This is different too, but there's logos here. It's almost like a basketball uniform or something like that. So, or soccer. But it's just a promo shirt. I'm not even sure. Maybe it is. Maybe it is a promo for a soccer team or a basketball team. But the basketball team would be sleeveless, so I guess it would be soccer. Um, well, this looks almost exactly like, almost the same color too. One's Adidas and one's Nike. Guys, if you're not connected with Art Angel, check it out. Go see. Go over to see Art Angels. He does those. I lost my vocabulary. The time lapse. He does the time lapse artwork. It's usually like a 2 or 3 minute video, and then it's a whole drawing from white page to completed product, and they're not very long videos, so it happens quickly. Speed drawing. It's awesome. I recommend watching one or two. What's the other thing about? Yeah. So if you think the Philippines is not the same anymore, and everyone's leaving, and there's nothing but scammers here, and that comes from the bar scene, guys, and that just means you ain't doing it right. Right? You're doing it wrong. This is what I do. Forget about the bar scene. That means if you're in the bars looking for women and drinking and all that stuff, that means you don't have a plan, and it's not going to go well for you. Emirates sponsors soccer team and Team New Zealand sailing team. Yeah. Oh, okay. So maybe I didn't know that. I just like it's just part of my wardrobe. I get like 40 or 50 T-shirts, all designers. I never did that before. I used to just buy the Hanes white V-neck, and I had like 30 or 40 of them. So I always had a white T-shirt, and it's like I didn't care. It never dawned on me that you know my my shirts were just nothing. And then when I met Norma, she said, "Give me X amount of dollars," and she brought me shirts. It's like, honey, how can we afford this stuff? I got a special deal. Norma has the boutique out back. It's ladies' boutique, ladies' outfits and accessories, purses, shoes, belts, and dresses and pants and blouses for women. But they made some male designer shirts available, so she took them, and we paid the wholesale price. So it was a very good deal. We got not all at once. We got like three batches of shirts. Um, there's about 40 or 50 of them. So I don't need to wear the same shirt more than once in a month. That is true. What's going on, guys? Emirates sponsors. The soccer teams, Emirates sponsors. They sponsor more than one team? Yeah, the entire league. Nationwide is on your side. Now, I looked up the price of a first class ticket on Emirates Air. First class international flight, America to the Philippines on Emirates. So you would connect somewhere in the Middle East once and then fly on to the Philippines. The first class ticket was $11,000. And I thought, so the description of the seat was it's almost like a hotel room. You can close yourself in and have privacy, total privacy, where no one bothers you. Art Angel says Captain Crunch is telling everybody lies, saying I'm tracing in time lapse. How? Well, here's how. He's a moron. Captain Crunch, if you're watching this, right, you don't know what you're talking about. You're not an artist, because real artists don't complain about other artists. There's no reason for a real artist to tell his friends that there's a fake artist out there and don't pay attention to him. There's no reason for that. You're out of your mind. There's no need of that. People, someone that loves art understands art. That's all that matters. Emirates sponsors the UAW Pro League. United Arab what? Is it UAW is United Arab what? Women's? I'm not sure. Oh, UAE. United Arab Emirates. Okay. I don't watch it though, so I don't watch world level soccer. I don't watch it. I'm aware of it, but I just don't watch. Real See, a real artist is only as good as the people that enjoy his art. And people who enjoy art, they don't need anyone telling them what's good or not. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. We don't need art. Art and artists and people that love art don't need a person to tell us what's good and what isn't good, who's fake and who isn't fake. The fake would be the person giving those warnings. That's who the fake is. That's like the devil telling you who the evil one is. Well, we know who that is because you're doing it. The devil will tell us. He will reveal himself by telling us everyone else is evil. That's the only truth. That's how it works, guys. Legalized. Legalized. I almost said legalized. Legalized. No, I don't think I may have seen the short, but I haven't seen the channel. Yeah. No, I haven't personally haven't looked at that. So just a few more minutes, guys. I got to get ready for that call, the sponsor call. I don't know what to call them. It's tricky. I don't know why anyone would want to do that. To slander you and get you terminated from YouTube, I don't know why YouTube's not stopping him from doing that. I don't know. I think they are, and it keeps happening, and then he keeps coming back and doing it again. That's what I think is happening. How he has more than like 5 subscribers? He probably has a number of ninjas, and that's where he's getting his subscribers. Um, Predators and other negative actors on YouTube, they tend to have lots of ninjas. Predators, liars, and people that are going against people, against others. They tend to have numerous ninja accounts. In the Philippines, you can't have food left over. You got to eat it all. You got to eat every bit of. So Art Angel, that's why I tell you, don't pay any attention to them, because if you try to argue with them, you're just destroying yourself, because he's just sticking his middle finger up to everybody. If I watch your artwork, I'm watching your artwork. You have a view. What is illegitimate about that? If he has 20 views, 19 of them are his ninjas, and the other one is his friend. That's how you know how many ninjas he has, by how many views he's got. Plus, the few people that yourself, his two friends, maybe one or two others, and then the rest are ninjas. I know someone else is doing that too. He does a live stream and he has 187 thumbs up, right? And then he only has 15 people watching. And of those 15, 12 of them are new channels. The same old people that they don't know. They don't know the dollar from the euro. They don't know much. How can someone tell you your viewers are fake? Either someone's going to watch your videos. If they're following you, right, that means they love you. They love you. He just has a funny way of showing it. It's unbelievable. They don't. They have a problem with life. They don't. They don't know. They don't have their heads on straight. They don't know fact from fiction. They don't know the first truth, guys. The first truth is, and if you disagree with this, then I can't talk to you because you don't. There's nothing else that you will understand. But the first truth is, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. If you have issues, there's only one thing for you. If you have problems that never go away, they always seem to be problems. Why can't I find it? I'm trying to reach for something and it's not here. Why? It's not in there. Why? Why? I don't know why. She put it. The housekeeper moved it, so it's not there. But it is the solution to all your problems, even if your name is Holy Toast. See, that's his oh, no, it's unholy toast. See, he lost holy toast because you can't use the word holy unless you're godly and you have never committed sin. So now he's unholy toast, which would be correct. He's unholy. So the answer to all your problems is the Bible, and the answer to every problem on earth is in the Bible. But you can't read it alone. If you have problems, you're not smart enough to read it alone. You need Bible study. When we had 7 people at Bible study years ago, every person had a different version, a different translated version of the Bible. Because you got to cross-reference the translations. That's how you understand the Bible. The Bible's written hundreds of years ago in different languages. You got to know what life was like for them, how they lived life, and the things that mattered to them in order to understand what it means. People think, "Oh, how did they do that? What does that mean? I don't believe the Bible. It's nonsense." Yeah, no, it doesn't make sense to you. That doesn't mean it's nonsense. There's no truth in the Bible. Well, there's conflicts. No, there's no conflicts, and it's all truth. It's all true. We know hundreds of prophecies have come true already, and then in the book of Timothy and Matthew, they're describing today's world 2,000 years ago. How is that possible? How are they describing people? They're only gonna get rid of their own channels by doing that. YouTube will take care of them. All right, 382 views. I'll take it, I guess. I'll take it. Thanks for stepping in, guys. The, the number count is coming in and out, in and out. What does that remind you of? In, out, in, out, in. We're describing sex. There's a hole. It's terrible. When people do that, they get banned. Oh no, that brings views on YouTube. Anything that resembles a booby or a butt will get views on YouTube. You can do a new drawing every day and it won't please them. You're not allowed to please them. They won't allow it. So they're just there to bring you down. So why bother with them? Don't talk to them. They're not worth it. They're not worth it. Just worry about thank God that you have a channel and that you have talent, and thank God every day. Don't lose track of God. Thank God when you wake up for the fact that you are healthy enough to wake up and talented enough to make another drawing, another piece of art that only comes from God. Thank goodness for the Lord, guys. God bless you all. Getting ready to say goodbye. The truth about the Philippines. Thanks for watching, guys. The truth about. Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. Work on another one. Finish one, work on another one. That's all you gotta do. Put them on YouTube. Put them on all your channels. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. All right, guys. It's hot here. It's so hot. It's so muggy. The aircon is like fighting a losing battle. And I gotta go on a phone call. So I gotta get ready for the phone call. I'll see you guys. See you next time.